What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive in the proper gaming talk show. I forgot the clap there, but whatever. Welcome to the Power Gaming Talk Show, where we dive into the latest news in gaming every single week. It is your boy, Mr. Monkey. With me today, as usual, is SGK in the flesh, with rocking the freaking Ozzy Osbourne shades. Gotta love him for that. We got extra story for you guys this week because we got two smaller stories that we're going to touch on. But same as before, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, at the end of it, please hit that like button. It helps us out a lot. Also, we're trying to get to 150 subs. We're at 141, so please subscribe when you can. Anyways, diving right on into this week's game stuff. This week didn't have a whole lot of big gaming news, but it had a good
gaming news for the last 3 weeks.
Exactly. There weren't any big game releases. There weren't any big gaming events or anything. But we did have some stuff that went down in the gaming world that's kind of cool. Starting off, Techland finally broke silence on Dying Light 2. If you guys don't know, I love Dying Light. This is one of my favorite zombie games of all time. Honestly, I think it is the best one ever made, in my personal opinion. And Dying Light 2 is supposed to be this huge, ambitious sequel to this game. But it's been kind of silent for the last 2 years, ever since they launched or released their gameplay demo for the game, which was awesome. It looked really, 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 really cool, but we haven't heard anything since. And this has a lot to do with COVID and the absolute scale of this game in general. The devs behind Dying Light 2, Techland, came out and said that the reason it's just been taking so long, I don't think they have an actual solid release date yet. It was delayed, I think back in 2019, indefinitely. And I think that was just to give them time so they don't, crunch, and so they don't release an unfinished game. And so go ahead.
I was researching it because I've been following this game since it released.
Oh yeah, me too.
There was a lot of political turmoil going on behind the scenes. You had creative directors leaving. Some people actually got fired from the team.
Yeah, there was
different misconduct reasons and stuff.
Yeah,
so
there was some development. There was some development nightmare stuff going on early on, but that was right around the time, a year after they launched that or released that gameplay demo. So Techland now came out and said that it took a lot of time just to finalize the design for the city, which is the new map, which is 4 times bigger than the original map. And the original map was huge.
It was already big, yeah.
And this is going to be a Manhattan style city. This is going to be freaking Marvel Spider-Man level, all right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. But a lot more in depth because you can go inside buildings and go on top and go on the ground floor and everything. It's going to be insane. So they said it took a lot of time to actually finalize their vision and design of the city. And it's going to take even longer to make that city a reality, make everything work. Because for the gameplay demo, they only developed the parts that were shown in that demo,
Yeah.
They also had a lot of obstacles in the development, in addition to COVID, which had forced everyone to move from the place that they just moved to. They just had this brand new development studio that they moved into, and then COVID hit, and they got not thrown out, but they were forced to start working from home, which, if you don't know, developing a game from home has got to be just horrible.
Dreadful.
It's got to be bad because developing a game, you have to be in constant contact with all the team members,
people have been developing games in the same building for the last 20 years, and half of them don't come out right.
Exactly.
So I can only imagine.
Exactly. So, and another thing is this game is just so the reason they have been taking so long is because they want to deliver on this ambitious ass game. They're talking about how all these choices that this game is going to be way more story driven than the first one is. They're trying to find that balance between gameplay and story. And apparently all the choices you make in the game literally create completely different versions of this game reality. So
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. That sounds really, really cool. That sounds like what Cyberpunk was supposed to be. But the choices you make in Cyberpunk really don't do anything. It's like the choices you make. Like Cyberpunk's choices reminded me of those choices you make in like Mass Effect, where you can get away with like the small choices, but you have like a couple big choices you have to make.
Yeah. I would say
But
Mass Effect 4 specifically because
yeah,
those choices
exactly.
really didn't. Yeah.
And three. But yeah, for this one, they're talking about like every single dialogue choice you make branches
Hmm.
off. And if that's
Yeah.
true, if they can actually make that happen, oh my God, that's going to be cool. But that
There's only
means
been so many, like a handful of games that's been able to do that too. So
exactly. Not that many games have been able to do that. Fallout, I think, is one of them that have been able to do it
yeah.
pretty well. Same with Skyrim, did it really well.
Hmm.
If you're an asshole, people will treat you like an asshole in the game. It doesn't affect the overall story that much, but enough that it makes the game feel your own game,
Yeah.
which is cool. So obviously, it's going to take some time for them to get all this stuff situated and get this all figured out.
Take your time.
Exactly. Techland, if you ever watch this video, you probably won't, but if you do, take all the time you need. We love you guys. All right. And as with most of our stories, we want to pass the question off to you guys. What do you think about Dying Light 2? Are you excited for it? Do you not care? Did you even play the first game? If you haven't, do it. It's a great game. And play the DLC the following. Very, very, very fun.
It was on PS Plus at one point, so
It
some of
was.
you might just have it hiding in your library.
Yeah, exactly. I rebought it and then it was released for free. I was like, I don't even care. I will pay money for this game. But segueing into another delation of a game. Is that a word? Delation?
No.
I'm an English major, people. Deathloop, which is supposed to release May 21st, is officially delayed until September 2021. So it's still coming out this year, hopefully. But it is being delayed until September. And the reason they wanted to delay the game is just to ensure that they can deliver. Again, same with Dying Light, they wanted to ensure that they can deliver on the ambition and quality that they promoted for this game so far. And honestly, I feel like we should start normalizing games being delayed. Make it a thing, make it normal, stop bitching about it, because this is how games are made, and we don't want another Anthem
Well,
scenario. We don't want another Cyberpunk scenario. We want these games to be good, right? Right?
well, I mean, I don't think that's. I think the issue is that they put out a release date way too quickly
Oh yeah,
because of maybe investors or they're trying to generate hype or something like that. Just be honest with people. Just be honest with us. If you're promoting this game now to set up for another 2 years, then say that,
yeah.
or if it's indefinite, then just say so,
Well,
you
yeah, that's
know.
what they said in Dying Light, that they said it was going to be an indefinite delay of the game. But with
Yeah.
Deathloop, they actually they're only delaying it by a couple months now. So I mean,
Yeah.
this May release date, original release date, was a very definite thing. Like it was something they probably could have done, but also COVID. All right, like COVID threw
Also,
everything out of whack.
I think they're delaying it because they know people don't have PlayStations like that yet.
That's true
And
too. That's true too. That might be a good point because there's a lot of people who still don't have a PS5, and this is a
and they're
PS5 title.
saying that shortages for chips and different
Yeah, there's a
processors and stuff
whole
are going
lot
to
of shit.
be till 2022. So
Yeah,
who knows?
yeah, there's a whole lot of shit going down, but either way, I'm 100% okay with this game being delayed because it does look very, very good. This is also going to be one of the last few Bethesda games that we're getting, even though it's not really made by Bethesda. They're just publishing the game still.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Don't remind me, man.
if you
Don't
guys didn't
remind me.
know, all future Bethesda games are going to be exclusive to Game Pass platforms, which is fine because I have a very decent PC. So honestly, the only thing I give a shit about in terms of Bethesda is Skyrim or Elder Scrolls and Fallout. That's literally it.
I mean, granted, yes,
I don't
I
care.
do have a PC as well, and I will be continuing to get a piece,
Yeah,
another one, and upgrading it. But
exactly.
still, like I love my thing is Doom Eternal. I love Doom.
Yeah,
I've loved it for a long time, and I just feel for people that don't have the money for a PC right now, and they're
yeah,
only
exactly.
sticking to
Me, I
PlayStation.
cannot afford a good PC. I have a gaming laptop, that has a really, really good processor, but a really shitty graphics card. So I have an MX 250, okay? I didn't know what I was doing when I bought this laptop. I should have bought a bigger graphics card and an i5 processor instead. Would have evened out. But instead, I got a bigger processor and a lower end graphics card. I'm an idiot.
You know what they say about big processors, Patrick.
Moving on to there's no good segue for this. E3 is coming back. Duh, we already knew this. But they announced that the event this year, of course, is going to be 100% digital, and they officially announced it's going to be 100% free. I don't know how they would have had people pay for a live stream of this. But now you don't even have to worry about it because it's going to be free. Although, I think the bigger news out of this story is that while there's a lot of gaming developers and people that are already like definitely saying they are going to be showcasing at E3 this year, Sony is not one of them. Sony PlayStation does not have any place or any slot reserved for this year's E3. And this is the second year that they've done this because they didn't do one in 2019, I don't believe, and they're not doing it this year either. Because I think what?
I think they did release a statement that said that they were pulling out indefinitely till further notice.
Yeah. I think they're just focusing on their state of play stuff, which honestly I think is a much better idea for them. Essentially,
it's kind of lackluster right now because they're just advertising games that are already coming out that are.
Well, yeah. I mean, what else would they
know about?
I mean, they'd basically be doing the same shit at E3.
Yeah.
You know, like.
I mean.
This way, I think it's actually cheaper for them. I think, honestly, it's a way for them to save money.
I think it'll be interesting to see how COVID affects gaming showcases coming on because there are some people that aren't going to go back because they like having their own spotlight. They like having their own individual time. And you got to talk about indie games. They have their, indie games are getting more spotlight. Retro FPS had their own conference last year. You have all these different avenues now, so... You know, it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward.
Exactly. I think the people who are confirmed for E3 are Nintendo, Xbox, the big guys. I think Ubisoft is going to be there too, I believe. You expect to see all the big names, just don't expect to see Sony. That's pretty much it. And honestly, Sony doesn't have a whole lot in the pipeline right now.
Going on, right? Yeah.
So, honestly, it's a good move for them, in my opinion. But again, passing on the question off to you guys. What do you think? Do you think that Sony not being in E3 is a good move for them? Or do you think that they're going to be losing out on some stuff by not being in E3? Let us know in the comment section below. And on to our last story of this week. One of the most popular female streamers, I think the most popular female streamer on the platform right now on YouTube, Valkyrae, has officially become the latest co-owner of the esports team 100 Thieves. It's not 1,000 Thieves, it's 100 Thieves. She joins Courage as two of the newest members or owners of 100 Thieves. And honestly, I think that's just cool. She started back in 2015 streaming. She hit her first 100,000 subscribers in I think 2018, which is when she was also signed on to 100 Thieves, and then she like blew up in 2020. Obviously, because of COVID, everyone was staying inside. Everyone was watching streamers and gameplay a lot more. She also has an exclusive.
She's a pretty girl with a nice personality.
I mean, that definitely has something to do with it, but she's not. She's doing things a lot differently than a lot of other female streamers out there. There's a lot of pardon my language, there's a lot of Twitch thoughts out there, okay, that give a really bad name to girl gamers. My wife showed me this streamer on Facebook gaming the other day, and she literally just sat on her stream for 15 to 20 minutes just jiggling up and down, showing off shit, talking to the boys and everything while they just sent her money. It was like a freaking
I think
cam girl moment. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is happening here? What is going on? And then finally, she started playing Fortnite. I'm like,
But then at the end of the day, when you
what?
have a girl, women playing video games is one thing that, excuse my language, is a very much a turn on to guys in general. If you're a
I
girl that plays
mean,
video games, that's great. And then if you're attractive, oh my God, So I
every
mean,
guy
and
who
she can
plays
play
every guy who plays a video game wants a gamer girl because that's cool.
right, exactly.
Personally, I don't. I would not like to have a girl who games with me, but that's just my own opinion. That's just because I like to have my own time to do my own shit, Like I game while my wife does her own stuff. Like we have our own time, and we only have one TV. I'm selfish when
Yeah,
it comes
that's
to my
true.
video games. All right. When I want a game, I don't want to be like, okay, fine, it's your turn, go on. No, it's my
No,
time to game.
I'm
I want to
definitely
spend the next 2 hours playing this game.
Man, I'm definitely happy, like, more females are getting recognition in gaming because it was
Yeah,
like I guess a guy's thing for the last
it has
30
been
years.
really, yeah.
But it was their fault because they also called people that play video games losers. So
I mean, that's
that's
fair.
women's fault for that too.
That's fair.
But
But I
I
think
mean,
what
I'm
makes
glad
Val,
she's no, I'm saying I'm glad she's like getting recognition.
yeah,
But thank you to all those very, very juiced up boys sitting at home.
for real.
You're doing her a service.
I think what makes Valkyrie different than a lot of people is that like you see her on a lot of her streams. She's not dressing super provocatively. And honestly, it's sad that she has to do this. And I don't know if she's doing it just because she's wearing like sweatshirts and she wears tank tops once in a while, but she's not wearing like super low cut shirts and stuff like that. And I don't know if she's doing it just because she's comfortable like that, or if she's doing it because she doesn't want to be seen as just another Twitch thought, and because there's that stigma there. There's a
So I think
huge
it's a little bit of
stigma.
both.
I
Because
mean,
like
maybe.
I've seen females that are like. Here's the thing. I feel like because females being a female that's a gamer girl is still a very exciting thing. Even
Yeah.
if you're not trying, if you just, I've
Yeah.
seen plenty of girls on Twitch just playing, doing whatever, playing Dying Light or Last of Us or doing
Yeah.
whatever, and they're just getting the views, and you got all those the thirst tweets and the thirst
Yeah.
comments and stuff like that. But they're just sitting there like, hey guys, I'm trying to play my game, like F off. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. Which is great. I think that's awesome. Like more, like
So
that needs to be normalized more. Gamer girls need to be normalized, and it's happening. Obviously, with this.
I don't think I think it's Twitch itself because
Well,
there have
yeah,
been
it's Twitch, it's YouTube, it's Facebook, it's literally everything.
people have been banned for practically no reason, or
Yeah.
it's like, oh, their name sounds weird, or something like that.
But
Like,
then you get these girls who are essentially just cam girls, just barely
yeah,
playing a game, just there. Yeah, it's really annoying, and it gives girl gamers a really bad rep. Really bad rep.
I
And
think she's trying to
and
protect
it
herself
sucks.
from Twitch in general because
Yeah.
they've been on a rampage lately.
Yeah, seriously. But
Can't
I, I,
people.
I honestly think what Valkyrae is doing is great. It sucks. Again, I don't know if she's dressing the way she does just because she's comfortable, and it honestly looks like she's comfortable in that. So I can't fault her for that at all. But like, if she's doing it because of the stigma, that sucks. Like she shouldn't have to hide how
She should feel
attractive she
comfortable.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Which,
it's just frustrating. It's a double edged sword.
I mean, but the thing about it is, if you're a cute girl and you have a genuine personality and you actually give a crap about your followers and you
Yeah.
care about, giving genuine content, you're going to get flocks. Like you're going to get
Yeah.
flocks of people.
I mean,
You
it's the
know,
same. It's the same as like yoga girls on Instagram and stuff like that. Like my wife is a yoga teacher, and she goes on Instagram posting yoga poses but like for her, it actually means something. She's not just
right.
showing off her ass, Like there's plenty of yoga girls who are just there showing off like these super expensive yoga clothes that like lift your booty and perk up. Like they literally have like push up yoga shirts. Like what the hell? Or push up sports bras. Like what? Okay,
It's,
that's just dumb.
it's such a weird time.
It's
Why I
just a
don't
stigma.
really,
It's a stigma. It's all it
I stay
is.
away from social media for a reason, Patrick.
That's
I don't go
totally
on Facebook.
that's totally fair.
Going every 6 months, update everything.
I live on social media because I do this. All right. I watch YouTube because it's enjoyable. Most of the time I'm watching YouTube on the shitter, but still.
Same, dude. That's like our newspaper these days. You know what I mean? Like, I get up, I go take my crap, I get on YouTube, watch some videos. You know.
But anyways, guys, as same thing as usual. Passing the question off to you guys. What do you think about the whole Valkyrae situation? It's not really a situation. This is something awesome. She's the latest owner of 100 Thieves and the first female creator and owner of 100 Thieves. She's breaking all these barriers down. She's becoming a total badass, and I'm totally here for it. But what do you guys think about the gamer girl stigma? What do you think about Valkyrae doing all this? Let us know all your thoughts about this and anything else we talked about during the show in the comments section below, because we want to hear your stuff. We want to, have a conversation here. If you comment, I will personally 100% reply to your comments. Even if it's a hate comment, I'm not going to, shit on it. I want to have a conversation.
Start a midnight hour channel to respond to your comments. All the hate ones. I'll take the hate ones.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Maybe we'll do that on like the weekend or some shit. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a live stream commentary. I'm like, who knows? Whatever. We have a lot of ideas, guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Hit that bell so you know whenever these videos go up. Sorry, I have not been streaming a whole lot. Now that I hit a game-breaking bug in Assassin's Creed, I might be streaming a little bit more for you guys. We also have Zombie Army 4 that we've been playing together, which I kind of really want to stream that game. So maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow. Maybe it'll happen. Tomorrow, I mean today, since this is going up on Friday. Anyways, guys, thanks so much. Stay excellent. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Give us idea for borders.
That's it. Borders. Bye.